What if everything you've been told about manifestation was only half the truth? You've probably heard that you need to visualize, repeat affirmations, or think positive thoughts to attract what you want. But here's the real secret. Manifestation isn't about what you do. It's about who you become. This is the core of Neville Goddard's law of assumption, a principle that doesn't just change your outer world, it changes the identity behind it. Before we dive deeper into how to live this truth, make sure you subscribe, because on this channel, we help you unlock the power of mind, identity, and consciousness to create your dream reality. The difference between the law of attraction and the law of assumption. Let's start with the basics. The law of attraction says you attract what you think about. It's about frequency. Think positive, feel good, and the universe mirrors it back. But the law of assumption goes even deeper. It says you don't attract what you think. You attract what you believe yourself to be. Neville Goddard, one of the greatest spiritual teachers of the 20th century, said it best. Assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled and live in the end. That means you don't wait for evidence before believing. You become the evidence first. You don't try to attract money. You assume you are already abundant. You don't chase love. You assume you are already loved. You don't fight for confidence. You embody the version of you that naturally feels secure, certain, and grounded. The law of attraction says, think and you will attract. The law of assumption says, be and you will become. And that difference, that subtle shift, changes everything. Why most people don't manifest what they want. Here's why most people struggle with manifestation. They're trying to change their circumstances without changing their state of being. They affirm abundance, but still feel broke. They visualize love, but still feel lonely. They chase success while feeling like imposters inside. The universe doesn't respond to the words you say. It responds to the energy you are. If your inner world is still rooted in lack, fear, or waiting, you'll keep manifesting situations that mirror exactly that. Neville taught that the world is yourself pushed out. Everything you experience is a reflection of your dominant assumptions, your beliefs about yourself and life. So if you want to change what's happening around you, you must first change who you assume yourself to be. Becoming the version that has it. Imagine two versions of you. One is waiting for things to happen. The other already has everything they've ever wanted. The second version doesn't hope. They know. They walk differently, speak differently, think differently. Their decisions come from abundance, not lack. So how do you become that version? You start by embodying the identity of your future self right now. Think about it. If you already had the money you dream of, how would you feel when you wake up in the morning? If you were already in a loving relationship, how would you carry yourself through the day? If you had unshakable confidence, how would you enter a room? How would you speak? How would you move? The moment you begin to answer these questions and act accordingly, you shift into a new state of being. And that's when the outer world starts to catch up. Neville said, change your conception of yourself, and you will automatically change the world in which you live. This isn't about pretending, it's about stepping into alignment with your true, highest self, the version that already exists in potential, waiting for you to claim it. Examples of the law of assumption in action. Let's make it real. 1. Relationships. If you constantly assume people always leave me or I never get chosen, your subconscious mind seeks evidence to confirm that story. But the moment you shift your assumption to I am loved, I am chosen, I am enough, your energy changes. You start showing up differently, calmer, more secure, radiating self-worth, and that changes how others respond to you. Love doesn't need to be chased. It's drawn to the one who already believes they're worthy of it. 2. Money people who assume wealth think differently. They don't obsess over bills. They focus on opportunity. They don't operate from fear of loss. They operate from certainty of flow. When you assume you are financially abundant, you start behaving in alignment with that truth. You make bold choices, take inspired action, and attract chances that match your identity. 3. Confidence. Confidence isn't something you earn after success. It's the cause of success. When you assume you are confident, you begin to project certainty. You no longer need validation. Your presence becomes magnetic because it comes from self-recognition, not approval. This is the secret pattern behind every transformation you've ever admired. It's not luck, it's identity. Living from identity, not desire. Most people live from desire. They say, I want it someday. But the law of assumption invites you to live from identity, to say, I already am it. When you identify as the person who already has the thing you want, every thought, choice, and vibration naturally aligns with that truth. The outer world follows because it has no choice but to mirror who you've become within. This is why Neville said that imagination creates reality. When you embody the state of your fulfilled wish, you don't need to get anything. It comes to you as a natural extension of who you are. You already are what you seek. So here's the truth that sets you free. You don't need to wait for the perfect timing, luck, or circumstance. You don't need to attract what's already yours in consciousness. You simply need to assume, fully, faithfully, that it's already done. Your future self isn't a fantasy. It's your next identity. When you walk, speak, and decide like that version, when you feel it before it appears, the universe mirrors your conviction. Remember, you don't get what you want. You get what you are. So become it now, live it now, and watch the world transform before your eyes. If this message resonated with you and you're ready to step into your higher identity, don't forget to subscribe, because this journey of self-creation has only just begun.